Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing a makeup look that is inspired by the end of summer, beginning of fall. So pretty much we're starting out with the Pat McGrath primer. I'm just going to go ahead and apply that. And just so you know, I had already done all my skincare and my eyebrows as well have already been done. So after I apply my primer, I'm going to start off with my concealer from Pat McGrath. I got this a little bit darker and it has like a peach tone to it, which I really like because it really settles down the dark circles and any redness that I have. I know it looks a little bit darker, but I promise you it'll settle down once you apply the foundation. You'll love it, trust me. And then just go ahead and blend all of that out with your brush. I don't know how many times I've said this, but that brush, I love that brush. I believe it's a number 56 from the Pro series from Sephora. I can truly tell you, such an amazing brush. I love it. So if you have not got yourself one, go get you one, or at least order one online, because I can guarantee you, you'll love it. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start off with the foundation now, and then the foundation I'm using is the Pat McGrath as well. I really love this foundation. It leaves my skin looking so smooth, so flawless. I cannot tell you how much I loved it. The only thing I can say, I did leave it on for the entire day after this video was made, and it did get a little bit oily, but not bad considering. So I truly love this foundation, I can honestly say. And I know I'm probably gonna have to get one that's a little bit lighter, especially now that the summer is going away and fall is coming in and winter's coming in. I'm gonna get me probably the lighter version of this because I really love this foundation. It made my skin look so amazing, especially right now. My skin has a lot of breakouts and it's just very texturized, and this foundation just made my skin look amazing. So I'm taking my Sonia Kashuk sponge, and honestly, look how huge that sponge is. I was completely shook at how huge this sponge is, but it honestly blended out so beautifully. I loved it. This is the first time using it, and I was just really surprised, like honestly, how big and how well it blended. But I'm using this down my neck, and I even use this like on my décolleté. So honestly, this is a good sponge if you're trying to get a big area done pretty quickly and flawlessly. I got mine at Target, by the way, just in case you guys were all wondering. Alright, so I go ahead and start on the next step, which is my concealer. I'm grabbing my Tarte concealer, and this is just going to go under my eyes. I'm going to use this pretty much to highlight where I want to go ahead and highlight. So I'm going to do this under my eye, in between my forehead, down the center of my nose, and then I'm also going to take this down to my Cupid's bow, and then to my chin, and then to the sides of my mouth. And that's just pretty much to get rid of any darkness. I like having a bright looking face. Like, I like to look awake. So this does the job. And of course, I'm always going to blend everything out with that same brush that I absolutely love. Let me just tell you though, I do have about 3 of these in my collection, so I don't use the same one over and over again, and either way I always end up cleaning my brushes at the end of the week. But I love to pretty much use this brush for everything. And then also I go ahead and use that same concealer that I'm just applying, and I use that also on my lids, and that's gonna just help prime my lids and get them ready for the eyeshadow that we're gonna go ahead and apply later on in the video. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and use my Fenty Beauty banana powder. This is my setting powder that I always go to, especially for not only just setting, but it does a great job at highlighting, and I love this powder. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply that, of course, underneath the eyes. Just make sure that when you do get ready to set your under eye, make sure that it's all well blended, because honestly, once you set, if there's any makeup and it's creasing, it's gonna stay that way and it does not look cute. It just looks very crusty. I do not like that look. And then of course I'm just applying this anywhere I applied the concealer, just because I do get oily, or places that you know you're gonna get oily, go ahead and just apply it there. But I apply it wherever I applied my concealer, and then of course anywhere I feel like I get a little extra oily throughout the day. So I'm just gonna let this sit on my face for just a little bit and just gonna let it bake pretty much. And while we're doing that, I'm just gonna go ahead and start on the eyeshadow. I'm taking my Huda Beauty Nude palette. This palette is so beautiful. I just got mine and honestly I adore it. I love the colors. I am gonna be doing hopefully a look just with this palette, but that's another video. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use that color, and I'm just gonna use that on my crease, and that's just gonna be my transition color. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that on both eyes. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab my Maneater palette from Tarte. I love the name of this. I don't know why, I always love the name of that palette, but I'm just gonna go ahead and grab that medium brown. It's a very nice chocolatey brown that I honestly truthfully love, and I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this on my lids. I do apply it a couple of times. I'm one of those people that I just apply a little bit at first and then I build up as I go, because once you make a mistake, it's very hard to go back, especially with eyeshadow. You can't do it. You just have to start all over. So I just go little by little and then just keep adding as I like it until I get the density or until I get the darkness that I like. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and blend that into my crease a little bit as well, just to go ahead and blend that in with that color we applied before this. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this dark brown from this palette. This is the darkest brown in that palette. I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this to the outer corner and just get a shape that I really like. And at the same time, I'm just gonna go ahead and darken it up just a tad bit. And I'm just gonna keep doing this until I get the color, the density that I like, and the shape that I like as well. And to all my ladies out there, everybody has their own technique on how we do our makeup, so please don't judge mine. This is just how I do it. This is just my technique. You can follow anybody else's, you can follow mine, or you can have your own. Just be artistic and be creative with your looks and with your tools. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with this Party Animal palette by Laura Lee Los Angeles. This palette was given to me by my best friend, so thank you, Diana. Shout out to you for getting me this palette. Honestly, this palette is pretty good. I like it a lot. I can say though that the colors itself, at least the orange color, just did not show up very well at the beginning, so I had to go ahead and wet my brush in order to get that bright orange to show up. So this palette, it's okay. I have not yet tested the rest of the colors yet, so I can't judge it yet completely, but so far just by the orange I can say they're not that pigmented. And I'm just applying this in the inner corners, just to get that pop of color in my eyes, you know. So I'm gonna go ahead and line my upper lash line with this Maneater liquid liner by Tarte. Honestly, I was very surprised. I only have the trial size of this one, and honestly I really enjoyed it. This is the first time I used it, and the tip on this, the felt tip that it has, it's very stiff, so it was very easy to control how I wanted the liner to look. So thumbs up Tarte for this awesome liner. I'm probably going to get myself a bigger one soon because honestly I do not want to run out of this. So I'm going to go back in with that black in the Maneater palette by Tarte, and I'm just going to go ahead and start smoking out that upper lash line. I'm using the Jaclyn Hill brush set that she has, and honestly I really love her brushes. I kind of want to get the full set of it. I know that she had the smaller set, which I got during Christmas I believe, and I love that set, and I know she has a bigger set even that I'm hoping I can get my hands on soon. But like I said, I'm just gonna go ahead and smoke out that upper lash line. I do want to get that more smoked out effect, that very cat eye look that I really love. So I'm just gonna go ahead and smoke this out until I'm happy with it. And then from here, I'm just gonna go ahead and curl my lashes with my Tarte lash curler. So once you're done curling your lashes, go ahead and apply your mascara. I'm using the They're Real mascara by Benefit, and I'm just going to apply that to both lashes, and I'm going to coat them pretty well just so that way when I do apply my falsies, they go ahead and blend in very nicely with my natural lashes. So I'm going to go ahead and start applying my lashes. These are from Ardelle. These are their Faux Mink collection. I know that this particular booklet was limited edition. I'm using the number 815 in this little booklet, and truthfully these lashes were so beautiful. They came with 8 pairs and I absolutely love each and every one of them. Honestly, I really do. They just give you such a beautiful look, and then depending on how dramatic you want to go, they have it from very natural to very dramatic. So once you applied your lashes, I'm going to go back in with that Maneater palette, and I'm just going to go over that black liner again and cover up any lash glue that's showing, and at the same time I'm just going to continue to smoke it out just a bit and kind of fix any errors that I had after I applied my lashes. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that and smoke out both eyes until I'm happy with the way it looks. So once it's smoked out the way you like it, I went ahead and stepped back a little bit, look at what I've done so far, and truthfully I was happy with it, but I felt like I needed to brighten up the inner corners just a tad bit more because honestly I felt like it wasn't showing through as much. So I went ahead and applied a little bit more orange and just corrected that as well, and then just blended it out a little bit further as well. So I'm grabbing a little bit of that orange and I'm going to apply this above the browns just to give it a little bit more color on the top, and I'm just applying it very lightly, and I'm just going to go ahead and do that on both eyes and then blend it out. Like I said, it's very soft touch of it. It is not dramatic at all. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that peach liner. This is honestly supposed to be a highlighter pencil, but I'm using that peach color. It's very nude. And I'm applying that to the waterline, and it's pretty much prepping my waterline for that orange eyeshadow that I applied. I'm going to put that on my waterline as well. Unfortunately, I don't have any orange eyeliners. or eyeliner pencil, so I'm just using what I have, and I'm just going to use that pretty much. I'm just going to pat it and lightly, very lightly, be careful, just apply that to the waterline. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that medium color from this palette, and I'm going to go ahead and use this on the lower lash line on the outer edges, and I'm just using this to pretty much smoke out and blend out that lower lash line, just to kind of blend everything out, but at the same time give us that smokiness that I really love. And this is the same color that we went ahead and applied on the lid as well. So I'm going to go ahead and just apply mascara to my bottom lashes. And yeah, this is the same mascara that I'm using from earlier, the They're Real mascara from Benefit. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and grab a brush and just remove any of that under eye powder that we went ahead and applied. And at the same time, just be careful with any fallout that had fallen out from the eyeshadow that we had applied. So just remove it all and make sure that it's all cleaned up. So I'm going to go ahead and grab Huda Beauty's contour cream in the color light, and I'm just going to go ahead and contour out on my cheekbones and make my face look snatched. And right there, I just realized I tapped my brush when this is a cream contour. It's been a long week, ladies and gentlemen. Been a very long week. I have 4 kids running around, 4 kids I had to take care of, and it's been insane for me. So here it is. I'm just pretty much going to contour out my face, make it look snatched, make it look thin, and yeah. Okay, so here I'm going to go ahead and grab Marc Jacobs Omega Bronze Color in Tantalize. I honestly love this bronzer. It gives such a nice bronzed look. It gives you very sun-kissed look without making you look orange. Like some bronzers I've used always make you look like an orange. It just makes you look like an Oompa Loompa, and I hate that. So I'm pretty much using this to go ahead and give myself a more glowy sun-kissed look, but at the same time it's helping me set that cream bronzer that we used. So I just go ahead and use this pretty much everywhere I applied that contour. Okay, so here I'm going to go ahead and grab Charlotte Tilbury's blusher in the color Ecstasy. This is such a pretty peach color. I absolutely love this color. It just gives you such a natural glow, something so subtle. I think this has been my go-to blush for such a long time now, since I've grabbed it, to be quite honest. And yeah, it just gives you that nice natural glow. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and take Charlotte Tilbury's Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder, and girls, please go get this product. You will love it. It does exactly what it says. It leaves your skin looking so flawless. I especially love using this under the eye. It just leaves it looking so smooth. I have a lot of texture under my eye, and this just makes it look flawless. Love, love, love this powder. Charlotte Tilbury, you got down with this powder, girl, because it is awesome. Okay, and then here I'm just gonna go ahead and grab Fenty's banana powder, and I'm just gonna carve out my cheeks a little bit more. So I'm just gonna grab this and let it sit on my skin for just literally about maybe 2 minutes, and then I'm gonna remove it, and it's just gonna give you that very sharp edged, beautiful carved out look. So I'm going to go ahead and start working on my lips. The color that I'm using is called Pillow Talk. It's also by Charlotte Tilbury. And I'm going to go ahead and line my lips with this, but as well as using this as an all-over color. And this is just going to sit at the bottom because I am going to be applying a lipstick on top. So once you lined your lips, I'm just going to grab this MAC lipstick in the color 411. Unfortunately, I don't know how to say this name, so I'm just going to put it down in the description box below. And yeah, that's the color I'm pretty much using, but this combination together is just so beautiful. I loved it. Love, love, love it. And then I'm just going to go ahead and remove that powder now. I told you I'm just leaving it on for just a couple minutes, but I'll just go ahead and remove it now. And look at how pretty it just leaves your face looking. It just looks snatched. Yes, bitch, snatched. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy highlighter, and honestly, it just leaves you this glow. Honestly, I use this so much. It's crazy how much I use this one. I think out of all my highlighters, this is my most used one. It's just look at that glow. I can't. So this is pretty much it. I'm pretty much done with this look. I'm just gonna go ahead and grab a setting spray. The one that I'm using is by Morphe. I love the setting spray. It does last all day. And I'm just gonna go ahead and spray it, let it dry off, and then once it's all dried off, I'm ready to hit the road. And I do make adjustments after sometimes, but hey, it's just part of the makeup artist world, you know? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Here's the final look. And if you liked it, please subscribe, hit that little bell button so you know when I am posting. And I hope to see you guys soon. Bye, lovies.